Hello everyone and welcome to Thursday live lesson here on Ukulele Underground. My name is Aldrine Guerrero, joined by Mr. Aaron the Voice Nakamura. Say what's up, Aaron.
What's up?
Joined by Mr. Kahai the Legend Fergan. Say what's up, Kahai.
What's up?
Aaron on this chair means it's song day. Songs are due today. And okay, before we get to that, I just want to say that Thursday Live Lesson is a place where we can answer any and all of your questions that you guys send us. Either you guys send it to us, via email, via U Plus forum, or whatever way you can give it to us. We try to answer them here as best as we can. Kahai tells me the question. I try to answer it as best as I can. These two guys chime in with their 2 cents, and we come up with a super answer for you folks. However best three of us can come up with. All right. Before we get to the question, I kind of wanted to share a couple stories. One on Tuesday night, and then one again on Wednesday night. So a short story. Tuesday night, I usually play tennis on Tuesday, and my middle finger, which I use a lot playing on my right hand, because I'm right-handed. I hold my tennis racket in my right hand. The ball was coming. I don't know why, but I misjudged the bounce of the ball because the people that I play with are not nice, So the ball bounced up, and it bounced up and whacked me right in the right in my middle finger, making that nail. Can we get a close up on this? Yeah. So this nail is non-existent. No, I mean any extra anyway. So the nail's here, and there's nothing. So there's no nail at all. Whereas this has a little bit. This nail is usually kind of long. I mean, this is my long nail. So see that versus this that has nothing, and then that's usually the length that I have. Anyway, so last night we played a show, and this is non-existent. So I can't play stuff like body surfing because I do that technique with a thumb and the middle finger and stuff. So I can't do that. I try to stay away from a bunch of different things. But the one thing that I used throughout the entire night, because I was scared of getting blister on my middle finger. So usually I'm pretty aggressive with the ukulele. If I strum too much and if I play like how I normally do, my middle finger is gonna keep whacking that very, very, very sensitive tip, because I just broke it. So it's not like it got used to being so exposed. And usually I get blisters on my middle finger. But I wanted to avoid all that last night. So what I did, and I have to credit somebody, which is Aiko Yamashiro's sister. Her name is Amy. She taught me what she calls the I Love You Strum. Okay, so the I Love You Strum. So this is like I love you because it's got the I, the L, and the U. So it's got the I, the L, and the U. So it's a I Love You Strum. This saved my middle finger last night, and I wanted to talk about this first before we got into the questions. It saved my middle finger. I was because what I usually do, I have this technique that I made for myself called the 2-finger roll. So I use a lot of 2-finger roll, and if I did this enough, throughout the show, that blister would have been crazy by the 3rd, 4th song and stuff. But what I did instead was did a 2-finger roll with my pointer and ring and my pinky finger. So I did this because my ring finger also kind of broke a little bit. So this would be my my new strum. So if I wanted to do a triplet, I'd do up with the thumb, up with the pointer, and then down down. So it's like the I Love You Strum came in handy last night, and it saved my middle finger. No blisters today. So you guys are probably going to see that tomorrow at the Lower Friday Live Jam. Kind of in action, me doing the I Love You Strum, but it's kind of like that. So I would strum with my pointer finger. It's kind of like that. And if I wanted to kind of lose, so I'll do that in slow motion. My 2 middle fingers are here. Did you notice that last night? There was really no noticeable difference between my playing last night and what I normally would, except we just avoided some songs, And now it's all because of this I Love You Strum.
So usually you would use your middle.
Use these two, yeah.
For anything like
that.
Yeah,
for anything really. And you guys have seen me play a bunch of times, and I would normally use my middle finger, and I would kind of. But instead, I went.
staying away from that middle finger.
So no noticeable difference, but I did learn this from Amy Yamashiro. So thank you so much, Amy, for saving my middle finger. And I know it's been decades, and she probably doesn't even remember it and stuff. But right on, yeah. And fun fact, Amy is a student of Abe Lagrimus's.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah. So it's like that. I actually met Abe through Amy.
Ah.
So thank you, Amy, for that as well. Hooking
So
us
that
up
was
with,
when
like,
he
one of
was
the best-
living here?
Yeah,
Or
living on Oahu. Yeah. So he was, and Aiko and Amy. If you guys don't know the name Aiko wrote a song for wrote a poem for my first album, and she co-wrote a song with me on the second, which is Spacesuits. It's one of my favorite songs that I ever wrote. Aiko wrote the bridge, which is the thing that kind of glues it all together. So that bridge is because of Aiko. She's like, well, you're talking about waking up all the time. So like, when you talking about waking up from this dream that that you're having or whatever, almost like a nightmare. So like your normal life that you don't like and stuff is like a nightmare. Can you wake up from that nightmare and live on and whatever? That's another story for another time and stuff. But that's Aiko. But she used to teach at Roy Sakuma Ukulele School. So and she also helped us out with strumming patterns super duper duper early in Ukulele Underground. The second lesson, which was loud phrases from the quiet type.
That's
I am Hawaii.
Yeah,
that's way
Underground.
further back even, I guess. So I am Hawaii. We did our second lesson was loud phrases from the quiet type, which is one of my original songs, and she broke down the strumming pattern to two different patterns and stuff, and that's kind of one of the reasons why we have patterns in general. Like it's kind of like, okay, why don't you do this with a chunk and then tell them to do this pattern and this pattern and connect it together. I was like, that is so genius. And so Aiko's sister Amy also taught at Roy Sakuma School, and she was kind of the ripper shredder of the two and stuff. So Amy was very like into that, and I think she was learning almost at the same time as Abe, because Abe was already good and he picked up a new ukulele and he got really good. But yeah, so thank you so much. I figured you guys would like that, because it's kind of like thinking on the fly. I was kind of like, what do I do? Like I don't want to do this because tomorrow I'm gonna have to do this with the live lesson and stuff, and then Friday I have to do the jam and I have to play that night. I'm like, I don't think my middle finger is gonna survive. It's gonna bleed by the end of the week. So right on. All right, guys. So let's get started with Thursday live lesson. Give me a question and we'll knock it out of the park.
Yeah. I actually, I have a blister on my middle finger.
Oh, should have used the I Love You Strum.
Well, no, I couldn't avoid it. I was playing bass.
Oh,
picking. And,
pick with your pointer and pinky finger like this.
Yeah. That's a testament though.
Yeah.
Like that's something that you don't think is intense.
Yeah.
And I played it at night, and then I went to sleep, and I woke up the next morning. I'm like, this feels weird typing. It feels like there's something on my finger.
Like it hurts.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad, but yeah, you definitely that's something that happens.
I had it when we were in San Francisco Uke Fest, because this ring finger has been breaking like lately. Like, so I think I just need to cut it super short so it starts like all over again and stuff. But I think after that, I showed it to a bunch of the guys and stuff, and this was like kind of had a huge blister on it also. But that it's one of those, like, I can't use like a like a technique to like cover up and stuff. It's only for the 2 hours. I'll just suck it up and just get the blister and it'll be fine. So it was okay. Yeah. All right, go ahead, Kahai.
Last week, Devin asked, Aldrine, you did tapping at a workshop in SF. Can you show us that again?
Did I do tapping? I guess I did. No, yeah, I did with the advanced class. Okay. Tapping. You're basically the basics of it is you're taking your pointer finger on your right hand and you're basically just tapping a note. So here's one note. My pointer finger. Say I wanted an F note. So this is the F note on my A string 8th fret. And then I would get that F note. But if I pull it off, I would get that A note. So F, A, F, A, F, A. Now, when I think about it, F and A I'm already 2/3 of the way to getting an F chord. So I can add a third note because I have a left hand here, and my left hand can tap also on this time on the A string 3rd fret, because that will be my C, thus completing an F chord. So if I were to do F A C, that would be a complete chord, right? So it'd be like this. So what I'm doing is I'm tapping on the F, I'm pulling off, tapping on the C, pulling off. So I'm just kind of doing do 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 do. But then this time I'm not pulling off on the C. I'm just going F, pull off C, and then F again. And that works on basically anything. You don't have to create chords and stuff, but usually I like to create chords to kind of highlight them and whatnot. I use this technique on what is that song? Drift Away. So when we play Drift Away, it goes when my mind is free, you know, a melody into me when I'm feeling blue. Guitar's coming through to soothe me. So here's this next part. So it goes to the E flat. So what I do is I create an E flat chord. So E flat, G, and B flat. So can you play that for me, Aaron? So while Aaron's playing the E flat, so F soothe me. He goes right here. Thanks for the joy that you give to the B flat. E flat. Don't you know I believe in your song? Rhythm and rhyme and harmony. So how I did that? So instead of like pulling off to an open note, I pulled off to a note that I use on my pointer finger. So this time it goes B flat to the E flat, and then I need a G to create that chord. So now I'm gonna create a B flat chord. So I have a D, F, and B flat. Back to E flat, then B flat. And that's kind of how basic tapping works. I mean, there's guys that can do it on multiple strings and stuff. It's kind of nuts. But on ukulele, it's a little bit difficult because it's nylon string. A lot of the tapping people out there use, steel strings, and you'll get a better sound out of it and stuff. Usually guitar players that do that. But there are some like beastly ukulele players that can. And I am but a mere like just a halfling. You know, those guys are beasts and stuff. It was like half beast. And then there's like the evolved beasts like Jake and James and stuff. I'm just, you know, lower level, just, you know, your basic goblin if we were playing Final Fantasy, right, Kahai?
Mm-hmm. Devin,
James, Jake, or like Sephiroth, where I'm just like, you know, just one of those. Yeah.
Devin has more, like, where he's using. The trouble I'm having is going down with the strum finger, but it's easier to go up. I can go much faster moving the strum finger up than I can down.
The problem with that is you're gonna run into like kind of hitting other strings, and the reason why we pull down, because it's like a pull off, you know, like you're pulling off, kind of like you wouldn't pull off like up, you know, you would pull off going down. So going up while you think it, you know, might be like better because it's, you know, it's kind of like doing this, which is fine because you're just like kind of scratching at something instead. Because this takes a little bit more effort to do that. But make like a hammer. So this is my pointer finger. There it is. So it's like a hammer, right? So it's kind of hitting, and then I'm going off on my fretboard like this. So from here to this. Because if you're going up, then that means you can get this down. So that's not a problem for you. Because if it's like kind of going up like this, you know, you kind of have to hit it up and then pull off, you know? So if you're going like this, let's see, I'm hitting the, I'm hitting the
So
E
you're
string.
more keeping your finger straight and then just pushing it off of the...
Yeah. So here, if you go up, if you like kind of push off this way instead of like kind of because you're supposed to pull, right? So if you're pulling, that's going up here and almost hitting the E string. But if you're just kind of hitting the thing and then letting it go, you're not gonna get that open string that loud. So it'd be like this.
Yeah,
so the pull off kind of adds volume.
Yeah, it's
to
like
it.
pushing
And then pulling, because that's the loud part. If you're not gonna do the down, it's not gonna be, it's not gonna have that same volume. Because listen to it. The loudest part is when I'm pulling it off here and I'm pulling it off here.
I don't.
Yeah, so it's more
Sound like
you're not curling your finger at all.
Yeah, and if he's thinking about it as like two motions, he might be having a hard time.
Yeah.
Because like really, like you hammer on and your finger just stays there with the pressure of you pushing down on the string.
Yeah.
And then you just like add it at an angle so it slips off the fretboard to make that kind of like the pick, the extra pick. Yeah. So, you just like hammer it on first and like keep it
hammer. Hammer.
Like you want to keep it there.
Hammer pull, hammer pull, hammer pull, hammer pull.
Your fretting hand isn't really pulling, right?
Sometimes. So for this one, I pull off every other.
Yeah, so your strumming hand is moving faster than your fretting hand.
This is faster than this. So I'm only pulling every other ones. So I'm going da 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 da. So that triplet at the end. So
can you do that even slower?
Ba da 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 da.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just the coordination between the two hands that would be the tough part.
And this is another like technique where it like you really have to be precise with both your fingers, because if you miss or if you do something, then the note is not gonna come out.
You're gonna mute the other note.
Yeah, so you really that's gonna affect your volume too. If you're not getting enough volume, it's like making sure that you're hitting in the right place where right in the fret where you're gonna get the most.
If we were playing steel strings and stuff, or like an electric guitar, even better. If you just did like that up that you're saying, and you just kind of like hitting the thing, like tapping on it and then pulling up, you could hear it. But on an ukulele, it's gonna be super tough to hear. So that's why we do the pull off. Yeah. And even Jake's dragon would be. So he's. So it's like a hit on the E, B, D, E, D, B. So it goes. Da-ba-da. And then he just kind of does an up strum. So it goes like this.
When you're doing that tap on the 10th though, and I hear it too with him. Yeah. He doesn't like do the pull off, like he keeps it so. It kind of it's like.
So it goes bop, ba-dum, bum. So he doesn't want that pull off in a 10th.
Yeah.
So bop, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da, bop, ba-dum, bum. Yeah.
So it like just depends on like what you're trying to play too, because if you want that extra note or if you want that extra volume, you'll probably hit and do the pull off. But if not, if you just want that one note, like
it was kind of cool because I've been watching like Steve Vai before a while back before I started really like getting into like crazy techniques on the ukulele, and I used to watch guys like Eddie Van Halen, who would do stuff like that and whatnot. But like I never thought it could be like transposed to ukulele or just be done on the ukulele. But when Jake showed me Dragon, and I was like, dude, that's not fair, man. Like what even is that? Like why? So good.
Yeah,
so good.
I think
was he really kind of like the first person to start doing more of those electric guitar techniques on?
First person to do it publicly, I think. You know what I mean? Like, there's gotta be some guys. I mean, you might have guys like Imua and stuff like because he's exposed to guitar and whatnot. But it's not like he would bust that out like on a OP Pickers album tour, and stuff. It just didn't really, maybe he just didn't know where to put it, or he had better ideas and whatnot. So I'm sure he was tinkering around with it, because when he did his album Dream Speaking, there's a lot of like really cool ukulele techniques in there that I've never heard of. There's like that running artificial harmonics. I was like, what? It's just like all harmonics, and every single note is clean. It's clean. Yeah. It's like, how do you do that? I can get it maybe like that fast, but it's like like I can't even play normal that fast and clean, And he did it with like artificial harmonics, and I'm just like, what the heck? And me and Kalei got me out, or like scratching our heads, like how do you do that? And now I think Kalei said he's found a way to play chords, like with artificial harmonics. I was like, dude, we have to hang out, man. I have to pick your brain, dude.
So I don't know. We should probably mention this at the end again. But so speaking of Kalei, we are planning an ukulele retreat for February of 2020.
Yes.
So start telling people about it and
stop spreading the word.
Talking about it. We're gonna have it on Kauai. It's gonna be from February, probably like the 5th. We'll kind of start. It's gonna go for 3 days after that. So 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's like Wednesday through Saturday.
Yeah. So if you guys Kauai. If you guys are ever, you guys ever wanted to come to Hawaii and stuff, or wanted to come do something really special, this would be
plan it around this.
Because it's gonna be great. We we have Kalei Gamiao coming down. He's already a confirmed guest. He's coming down. He's gonna be teaching his tech. I don't know what, but he's gonna be teaching lots of cool stuff. We have some like Hawaiian culture things, and things that are really unique to this to this retreat. So even if you've been to Kauai before, we have some cool surprises in store that you guys couldn't get just trying to book it yourself, that kind of thing. Like, we've got lots of cool little special things that we're super duper excited about. So Ukulele Retreat on Kauai, February, like first week of February or something like that.
Kind of first full week from Wednesday through Saturday. We'll have right now, I think if you go to ukuleleunderground.com/retreat, I think it's retreat. We have like a landing page, but Ryan is working on like the full page where you can actually sign up for it, but that'll be out
get
soon.
Hype. So if I was interested and wanted to sign up and stuff, is there a place to hold you? How much would it be to hold my place?
$100.
$100 holds a spot.
/retreat. I think that's what it is.
All the info. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, so ukuleleunderground.com/retreat.
Yeah.
But we'll have the full page soon. So with all of the details, kind of when it's gonna be, February 5th through the 8th. We'll have some other things on there as well. We also are we pretty much locked in Joe and Chris.
Joe and Chris and Kanilea. So we'll have some Kanilea goodies as well, like for the retreat. Yeah,
and they'll do kind of a presentation.
Yeah.
Just for you guys.
And
then we also got Kellen and Lihao.
They're like Nahoku Hano Award winners, like for the Hawaiian category. So these guys are not just like
Kupa'oa.
Kupa'oa. If you guys have heard of Kupa'oa before, they're awesome. They're gonna be there. Gonna be sharing their mana'o with with us, and they're gonna be sharing some cool stories and just culture things to kind of help you guys get to know some Hawaiian music. They're legit. They're actually I believe Kellen is the guy who taught Ryan how to play guitar. So that's a fun fact.
That's actually Kellen's band is who I would sit in with when I was first learning how to play guitar, and that's how I learned how to play on stage.
And it's not like they won one. It's not like they even won like 2 or 3. They won like multiple. I think
they're kind
over
of famous
5,
in Japan right now because of,
over 5 awards, and that's not like within 1 or 2 years. It's crazy. Like they're pretty top-notch people, so we're super excited to have them. Joe and Kristen, Kahai, it's gonna be great. So check it out. Go to ukuleleunderground.com/retreat to find out a little bit of information about it, and we'll kind of release more information as we go along. It is cutting it kind of close because it's February already, and we're in almost at the end of August. So check it out. It's gonna be great.
But
we'll try to.
If you can come, it'll be fun.
For now, it'll just be like kind of a one-time thing, but we'll see if it goes well, then we can make it a yearly thing. So
it's gonna be a really small group of people too. We're gonna limit it to maybe about 30 people. So
for the first one.
So it'll be really nice. You can you'll get one-on-one time with Aldrine and Kahai. And they can help you out with anything that you need right there. And then we'll also have cultural stuff. We'll have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we've always said, like, it's a lot easier if we did these private lessons, like, live. Like, not just, like, through Skype, but, like, sitting down. So why not? Let's do that.
Renee also asked, is there a specific focus?
It's just to kind of like learn a lot more about ukulele and the Hawaiian culture in general, like just being here and getting that kind of experience.
And then really focusing on the individual. So like whatever you're working on, that's what they're going to help you with,
I think too, like more specifically than like Hawaiian culture, it's like Kauai culture too.
Kauai culture.
Because like we all grew up here, and there's like things that we know about the island that like you can't even find on Oahu or it's like pretty special just to Kauai too.
I mean, I think the question that everyone's wondering is Hawaiian Blizzard gonna have a shave ice next to where we're gonna have it? I mean, I think that's the question in everyone's minds. Like, if we're gonna have a shave ice thing, I think maybe we might know someone who could get in touch with some shave ice. Right, Kahai?
I
don't know if he has any clout.
No, I'm just kind of putting the pressure publicly. That's just joking. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
I don't really like that guy. I don't like working with that
guy. But it's gonna be fun. I mean, all joking aside and stuff, Kauai has a lot to offer. We know a lot about this place, and we know, we know kind of a lot of the musicians as well, and kind of what, what makes this place so special musically and just kind of culturally. So we'd like to share that with you folks.
John said food and like question. But like I think even that too, like we were talking, and it's like I think people come to Hawaii, right, and they go like, oh, we're gonna go to a luau, a traditional luau.
Yeah, no, none of that.
And it's like that's not.
But we will have some stuff.
We have.
But it's more like things that we like. If you come to a party from Hawaii or something like. Something that we'll actually eat, not because it's not like every day. It's like, oh yeah, every day is a luau food day. I'm gonna drink my what is like specialty mixed drink and pineapple.
Drink your Mai Tai and your your Thai cheese. So Hawaiian.
But it'll be like stuff that I think we actually like or that you can actually find here.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and we'll get to kind of hang out and stuff, and we'll basically be there like the entire time. So whenever you guys we can kind of jam, we can have a jam session. We can we just eat pork and peas. Yeah, if you guys want, I'll take you to the nearest 7-Eleven.
I think
pork and peas.
Well, like in San Francisco, like what for me anyways, like the most fun part was like just hanging out with people there. So it's kind of like just do that like all the time, or do that for not all the time.
I mean, we'll have like a full schedule of what we're doing each day. But
it's kind of funny. We're like, we got all this stuff, and people are like, get to the food though. All the questions about food.
Actually, I'm probably gonna have one of my friends. She does catering. So she's gonna do some stuff that's like, kawaii sourced stuff.
There we go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Lots of good stuff.
We have Kulolo because that's like my favorite kawaii thing because I can't seem to find it anywhere else in the other islands.
It is hard. It's hard
right?
to find.
Like I was on Oahu and I think I was there for college and stuff and I was looking for Kulolo and I couldn't find Kulolo and Gothenburg. I couldn't find on Oahu. I was like, what? This is Honolulu. Like it should have everything. Gothenburg and Kulolo, 2 things.
That's something that I just learned then.
Really?
I didn't know that Kulolo was like only a kawaii thing.
No, it's not only a kawaii thing. I'm sure you can make it in the other places and stuff.
But it's harder to find.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's what there's like Kulolo mix and stuff that you can make at your house. So, for the song challenge, whoever wins next week. Or are we giving this away to the challenger next week?
Yeah, next week.
Okay, so the next song challenge, I'll give away a Kulolo mix so you guys can try some Kulolo. Yeah. So not this one, but the next one.
It's not the same as like getting it,
but it's the closest. It's really the closest thing, and it's not bad. Kind of like the mix halpia that like it's the blue one, not the regular was it the little package thing? No, it's like a bigger package.
Brand.
That's what the No brand. Mm-hmm. It's not bad. I've tried the kind of blue, the big blue one. It's not bad, and I like the halpia one also. So maybe I'll get both, and we'll see if we can give them away.
My friend, our family friends used to run the poi factory, so they would give us Kulolo and they'd give it to us like fresh,
Yeah. Oh.
And so it's like you just pull it off and it's like.
Yeah. What? How would you describe? Because when we're saying Kulolo, we haven't even like described what it is or told people what it is. There's a bunch of people probably wondering what Kulolo is. Kai, how would you describe Kulolo?
Isn't it like a byproduct of making poi too or something? Or like I think like there's something about it, but like I don't know. It's just
taro based dessert.
Taro and coconut.
You cut it into squares, but then it's kind of like a jello consistency, or it's like mushy, or like I don't know how to explain it. Because it's like more firm, or there's more texture than poi, right?
Yeah.
Like smooth poi, but then it's
like Hawaiian mochi, basically. It's got that kind of consistency.
Like the thing that I want,
but it's not rice.
The thing I wanted to like relate it to is butter mochi, but people don't know what butter mochi is either. Yeah. So it's like,
it's kind of grainy. It's like a grainy mochi, and it's not as it's pretty sticky, but it's not as elastic. I guess it's not as elastic. It's kind of grainy. It's the flavor is very coconut oil and taro. Like if I were to I guess coconut oil taro. I don't know. It's tough. It's really a unique dish to Hawaii because I don't think you can find it anywhere else.
Alan said that there's a place in Longmont, Colorado that's making Kulolo, and then he said that it's poi, coconut milk, sugar, fudge-like bars.
Kind of, it's a pretty good, it's a pretty good description of it.
Yeah, but if you think of it as like brownies, if you grab a Kulolo and you're
that's true. That's
brownies,
true.
It's like
it's not a brownie.
No, it's not gonna be like.
But I mean, here on Kauai, because we have like the huge like taro fields and stuff, like we get it pretty fresh, so it's pretty good. What's that?
I love Alan said. I guess he's talking about the people who make Kulolo. I met them behind the liquor store to buy some poi a while back. That is like legit.
That's so like there's some parking lot deals. I love it.
But that's pretty reminiscent of Kauai too. Like because
Hawaiian Kind Taro Company. That's what they're called.
I thought it was we were talking about like, if we make goodie bags, what should we put in the goodie bag? I said we should just put like plastic bags of poi, and it's like it's the twist tied wrapped up, and then it's just that like you get a gallon bag of poi.
Why don't we get goodie bags, but just like put just raw poi in, just with scoops of poi, and then when people like reach in to get it and they reach out like, what is this?
You have to you scoop and you eat around the other goodies,
liquid gold,
the other prize. You have to dig in there, find it.
All right. So anyway, let's get off that tangent. Anyway, it's gonna be great. So check it out. Go to ukuleleunderground.com/retreat for a little bit more info, and we'll release more and more info as we get it. Okay. All right. Kahai, let's do one more question and let's do songs.
Yeah. Okay. Where did it go? There was a question.
It is a
today.
scorcher.
Lisa asked, could you please demonstrate some triplet strums and variations, and also show how and when best to use them?
It's hard because he doesn't have his middle finger nail.
Well, I'll do it as, I mean, I'm not like playing aggressively, so I guess it's fine. So the triplet that I use it for my rolls. So I do a triplet roll, which would be up on the pointer finger, down with the middle, and then down with the pointer like this. So 1, 2, 3. Da-da-da. But it's more like a roll, but it's like a triplet. So if you want to do like a triplet that sounds more like a triplet instead of a roll, you could do like an up with a pointer, up with up with the thumb, up with the pointer, down with the pointer. So you can do that. I like to best use it to get to the 1. A lot of people in the UK just use it like as is, but I like to do it to get to the end of 1, kind of thing. End of 1, like triplet 1. So da 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 dum ba. So dum ba ba ba. So dum ba da 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 da. So it'd be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1. I'll do slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2. And yeah, I've been to places where they do down with the pointer, down with the thumb, and then up with the thumb.
Yeah. So that first hit would be a
with the triplet
would be a down.
Yeah. Wow.
Like a downbeat, and then the triplet follows it.
Yeah. So
instead of
1, yeah, it's tough. 1 and on the
triplet 2.
Triplet 2. That's it.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, I think you're still doing it. You went back to your way.
Yeah, it's like trying to, like, if you speak, it's like speaking to, it's, I don't know if it's gonna make sense, but you're speaking Tagalog to somebody speaking Ilocano and stuff, and then like you learn an Ilocano word, but you still say in Tagalog anyway.
Yeah.
I know that doesn't make sense to some of you folks. To those it does, it's exactly like that.
Yeah, well, you're just so used to hearing it played like that, and then playing it like that yourself too. It's just hard to make the switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lisa said, okay, thanks. I don't like it when used all the time. I use roll a lot, but trying to use other variations.
Yeah. So if you're just using a roll and stuff, that 2-finger roll would be the perfect thing to do a triplet with. That's basically what I do.
Yeah. Or something like a song that's in that time signature where it's like 6/8 time, then you would just use triplets for each beat or like each subdivision. So that would make more sense to use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do some songs. So here on Thursday Live Lesson, we have what's called a songwriting challenge. And this time, our songwriting challenge has these guidelines. So it was in the key of F, and you have to have 1, 6, 4, 5, plus any other chord that you want, but you don't have to. These are the 4 chords that you have to have in there. One of the bonuses was to have it in this order, but you don't have to. As long as you have F, D minor, B flat, C, you should be all good. Okay. We have bonus if you have lyrics to it, and the lyrics have reference to actual cheese. All good. And that stemmed from let's write a cheesy song. It's like, why don't we have a songwriting challenge that has actual reference to cheese? Modulations. Leaving home would be the topic if you wanted to do that. So these are bonuses and stuff. You don't have to do these as long as you write a song that has F, D minor, B flat, C to it. It's all good. Okay. So if you want more information, we talked about it at full length 3 weeks ago, I believe. So you can either write an instrumental, you can write a song with lyrics, so on and so forth, as long as you come up with something. I usually go first. So what we do is we share, we write songs also to kind of, to show you guys what you guys can do with these chords and whatnot. So, yeah, here's my song. And it's gonna be a little bit tough because I wrote
again.
I don't have a middle. That's why I want to say it right at the beginning of the episode. So I do. I wanted to kind of do my own take on claw hammer. I can't claw hammer, so I wanted to just kind of do like a fake hammer, like I guess fake hammer is what you would call it. I just wanted this kind of So I don't usually do this where I open it up. I usually like twist my wrist. That's why. So it's a little bit tough. This style of just kind of like, and I'm hitting my middle finger and then down. But well, it's fine. All right. So I was also inspired. I was listening to James Hill, and I'm like, man, I kind of want to write a song, kind of James Hilly bounce, and whatnot. Also, I was listening to his song Uke Talk, and on Uke Talk he goes faster and faster and faster, and I'm like, why don't I do kind of a song that goes faster and faster and faster, a la Crazy G kind of style. Okay, so here's my song. I haven't played it since since before Tuesday, so I hope I can do it some justice. Okay, this is an instrumental. There's no lyrics to it. It's an instrumental song because when we did this, I said, why don't I try and write an instrumental instead? So it goes like this. I can't. I'm sorry. So if I were to just play it kind of slow, thank you, slow to get the notes in there, so I can kind of show you guys the chords. The first part is that F, D minor, B flat, and C. Mm-hmm. So it goes like this. I did a nice little campanella there. Yeah. So I go to B flat, to F, and then to the B flat, C, B flat again, to F, G7, and then it goes faster. So I wanted to use the campanella because it's gonna go faster and faster and faster. So if I did that line, it would be too much. So I had to do a campanella to get it that fast.
Then you knew you were gonna go faster.
Yeah. So it's a lot faster to get to that note with a campanella. So that's my song. Nice. You guys like it? Yeah. Nice. It's cool. I barely write instrumentals for this challenge, so it was nice. And like I said last week or the week before, I just wrote a song in F, so it's kind of weird, like going back to the same well and see what else I can pull up in there. The well's kind of dry already, but I'm like, now we can get a little bit more. All right, so that's my song. I don't know what to call it. Hillside Shuffle. We'll do it like that. So it's kind of like tumbling down the hill and James Hill. Okay, go ahead. You first? Or you want? Aaron
well, I'll explain. A couple of weeks ago, I said that I was pretty bad in high school, where I would wait till the last minute to do. But like, I finished my song. Okay. I came in today. Yeah. And then I looked at my keys where I keep the USB drive to keep my song, and it wasn't there.
Oh, so
I forgot my song. I finished it, but
that's cool.
It's one of those things I gotta use the excuse my dog ate my homework.
Dog ate your memory card.
Were you putting stuff on the forum though?
No, I didn't.
Not for this one.
I didn't add to that, but I could put up my song and stuff early for So maybe I'll bring it in next week too.
Okay. Fire by song.
Yeah. All right, so Aaron's turn, I guess. But we'll hear it next week. No worries, man. Because I'm letting you go this time with the hopes of you letting me go next time.
Sometime in the future.
In the future. So you know what? I totally understand, Kahai, and feel you and forgive you for not showing your song today. You were forgiven. And with no repercussions. No nothing.
It was because
I have it
happens to all of us.
It's funny because I brought my speaker and I brought everything to actually do it.
Snap.
And then I just came and I looked at my keys and I was like, dang it! I knew it's just I should have put it back on my keys when it's probably at home in my computer because I loaded it to it, right? And I just left it there.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. No, just I totally get it. Go ahead.
Okay. This one.
I'll turn here. Okay.
So this one, it was F, D minor, B flat, C. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the 1950s chords. Yeah. But then we also in Hawaii we associate it with local music.
Yes.
So that was kind of the first thing that came to my head. So it just ended up being like a islandy kind of song, reggae-ish. Not really reggae, but more islandy kind of song. So yeah. So here we go. Let's see. This. Open up, my baby bell. Not giving up. But you're teasing me, and so I'm taking my time, and I give you my heart as I'm pulling along your line. So open up. My baby bell, I could not ever ask for more. But when I would see you around noon, I had to find a way to get to you. I never wanted anything like this before, but every time I think about you, you got my heart jumping over the moon and laughing. So open up. My baby bell, giving up. But you're teasing me, and so I'm taking my time, and I give you my heart as I'm pulling along your line. So open up. My baby bell, I'm so committed to that smile. 'Cause you are the only one I need. You always find a way to make me happy. I couldn't wait to see you coming down that aisle. And every moment with you seems like all of my dreams come true. They just might if you open up. My baby bell, not giving up. But you're teasing me, and so I'm taking my time, and I give you my heart as I'm pulling along your line. So open up. My baby bell, open up, open up, open up. My baby bell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez. Babybel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Babybel. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So if you don't know that, it just sounds like an islandy song, right?
At first I was like, Baby Bear. And then I'm like, no, he's definitely saying Bell. Nice.
Is that the name of the song? Is Babybel or?
I don't know what I would call it, but yeah, so like for people who don't know what that is, Babybel cheese is like these tiny wheels of cheese that are covered in wax. And they have like this little pull tab that you pull and the wax kind of opens and then you get your little tiny wheel of cheese. And that was like the kind of the nicest sounding cheese name that I could think of. And so like I made a whole song about so if you listen to the lyrics of the song, there is like the chorus goes, open up my baby bell, and then not giving up, but you're teasing me. And so I'm taking my time and I give you my heart while I'm pulling along your line. So that's what it is.
I love it.
Pulling it open and open up. Yeah. Yep. And then the and even in that the chorus part, like I actually wrote the line instead of but you're teasing me. Yeah. It was supposed like in my mind I had put your cheese in me, but then I changed it to make it more like kind of amorphous. Yeah. And then
good call.
Yeah. And then
you can put that like as the alternative version.
You could say, but you're cheesing me.
You could probably say it. You know, if you establish that enough times, maybe in the last chorus I could have said it. But
you're cheesing me.
Yeah.
Or no, we said put your cheese in me.
Yeah. And then awesome. the first verse, so I said, you got my heart jumping all over the moon and laughing. So like,
the cow, the cow. Oh man, it's so good.
So Babybel, the parent company is Laughing Cow Cheese. So and then in the second verse there's something about coming down the aisle, which could be construed as like a wedding, but also the grocery aisle.
Yeah, so good. It's like a master songwriter. All right. Yeah. Hey. So before I went to the instrumental route and stuff, like because I knew like it was like such a missed opportunity because I wanted to write about actual cheese, and my idea I wanted to write a country song called "Thank You Cheeses." It's like I wanted to make the verses like I'm like making something and then like there's like nothing like what can make this better, so like thank you cheeses, like the chorus is like thank you cheeses, and the second verse is gonna be I'm making something else, so first was like a sandwich or something and then like cheeses, and then the second verse is gonna be like pasta or something, macaroni or whatever, and then like thank you cheeses. So this is great. I'm glad somebody went that route. And I don't know who would have gotten offended if I wrote a song. Thank you, cheeses. I'm a very devout Catholic, so don't worry. I wouldn't get offended by that. But fun fact: there was one time, I don't know who will get offended by this also, but I already said like I'm pretty religious, and it bothers me not really. I wear that SoCal 316 shirt. One Wednesday night, someone's like, "That's blasphemous" or whatever. I'm just like, "That's cool, man." Not
Steve Austin reference.
Yeah, it's a Steve Austin reference.
Pro wrestling.
Pro wrestler. Yeah. So reference. It's the Proverbs by Austin. It's the book of Austin. Austin 3:16. So SoCal 3:16 is a playoff of Austin 3:16. He's like, no, John 3:16 says this, and that's blasphemous and whatever. I'm like, that's cool, man. Like that's whatever.
It's also wrestling.
It's also wrestling. Everything is wrestling.
Yeah.
But I was just like, that's cool. Now like I grew up in a very Catholic country, like serving like as much as I could on my knees, like praying like half the day. That's cool though, you can just assume that like whatever. But it was pretty funny. I just laughed at it. I was like, Yeah, it is. You got me. I'm a blasphemer.
Yeah.
You got me. Yeah.
You should have. You didn't go like, oh dang it. I got the wrong shirt.
I thought it said John. I can't read upside down this way.
SoCal?
I told my wife to pack my John 3:16 shirt.
What even is SoCal?
Unfortunately, it was a Stone Cold shirt instead.
Yeah, but it was just funny though. It was like, it's cool. That's cool, sir. Thank you for the Bible lesson. But yeah, so next week, Kahai?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, you guys have seen what we've done with those, we've done with those chords. If you guys want to write a song, it's not too late yet. Write a song. The only guideline is that you have these 6 chords and stuff. You didn't use the chord progression, did you?
No.
Yeah, okay. So Aaron didn't use the chord progression, so that means you can just play whatever, but he did have lyrics, and then actual reference to cheese, so that was pretty cool, and just as long as you write anything with these 4 chords, you should be all good. And all the people who write a song we'll put in the wheel, in a little wheel, and whatever the wheel chooses, we'll get this special prize of the SF Summer Uke Fest songbook that is signed by myself, Aaron, Steven Espanola, Cynthia Lynn. No, this is Steven Espanola. I'm guessing that's Abe Lagrimas Jr. Ukulele, Sarah Mizell, Craig Chi, and as an added bonus, if you guys want to have Kahai's signature in here, Kahai can sign it also, right, Kahai?
Yeah, and I'll try and grab some Kawaii goodies too, but then I got a bag from
cool.
SF Uke Fest.
So we'll put it in this SF Uke Fest bag. And Kahai will add some kawaii goodies in there as well. So if you guys write a song, we'll just put it in a little raffle. So it's not like whoever the best song win. No, just as long as you write. And we just want to encourage you guys to write stuff. This time we have a really cool prize, some signed stuff here. So it's awesome. And in 20 years, Kahai's signature will be how much do you think? What's the market right now for your signature?
It's decreasing in value. So it can only be as good as it is.
It's in the
now.
red.
As soon as you get it, you should get rid of it. It's never gonna be better.
Yeah. So, right on. If you guys want to, where can they submit their songs, Kahai?
That's just in the UU Plus forum, and then it's underneath live lesson challenge number 11, I think.
Okay, so yeah, that's the awesome prize. Kahai's gonna sweeten the pot a little bit more. So write those songs. The deadline is next week. Let's just say 12:59 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time.
I'll check the forum.
Yeah, let's do that. Or maybe 11:50 to give you an hour to kind of put people's names inside. So 11:59 a.m. next week, Thursday, Hawaii Standard Time. So it has to be Hawaii time, 11:59 a.m. next week, Thursday. What's the date on that, Kahai?
I think it's the 29th.
Okay.
So.
Oh my gosh, we're like at the end of August already. Jeez, Louise.
Flying by, yeah.
Yeah. So who wouldn't want Kahai? I don't know. There's weirdos out there. So we don't want,
I don't want to assume. I don't want to.
Yeah, I just assumed that Kahai was already going to sign, but Kahai made it a choice. If you guys want Kahai to sign this, he will sign this. But if you want this without Kahai's signature, he's not going to feel bad about it. Okay? All right? So he's like...
somebody in the chat pre-registered already for the retreat.
Snap!
So
awesome.
So yeah, so we'll have... And they were kind of asking about their spouse.
That's probably Mark because he's talking about his wife and daughter.
Yeah. So we're gonna have more information on the official page once it comes out. For people who want like if their spouse wants to come but doesn't want to attend any of the ukulele related stuff, we'll have like a different pricing for that. Because we will have I think a couple like group meals together, so we'll have like a separate pricing for that, but for anybody who doesn't want to participate in like the one-on-one coaching directly with Aldrine or Kahai, or like have
like
but,
so they can come down and then
they can hang out at the house. We got a pretty nice house and a nice space where we're gonna do everything in Poipu. So
we'll have lodging info more as we kind of get closer. Yeah.
So, but like the idea is that your spouse, if they don't want to do the ukulele stuff, can come down, and then while we're doing like ukulele stuff, they can like go check out Kauai and go to stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I gotta clean my car, I guess. Finally clean my car.
You have a few months to
you know what? Car. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Air out all the McDonald's and Burger King and Big Save food that's in there. I think it should be fine. So I'll have a clean car by the time you guys come.
Yeah. So how it's gonna kind of work is we're gonna have a huge house where we're gonna have all the events at. We might have a few rooms available in the house if you want to stay there, but that's gonna be just like the first people that get them.
Yeah.
And then
that's some supreme stuff.
Yeah. So that the price will be a little bit more for that, but otherwise it's gonna be held in Poipu. So there's a ton of hotels around that area, condos in that area, and if you just book your own, we'll also provide transportation to the house. If you're staying in Poipu, we'll pick you up in the morning, take you over to the house. So
it'll be lots of fun. I mean, and it's the south side, so south side is the best side.
Yeah, that's where Aldrine grew up. It's
south
Poipu,
side.
Kulolo. Yeah.
Show you guys all the spots on the south side.
I'm sure we can do some pause stuff. Because the rest of us grew up.
We all grew up in Kahai.
I'm the only person who grew up on the south side.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, you're outnumbered.
That's cool. Southside no ko'oi, is that what they say? Kulolo no ko'oi.
We don't want to get into a fight on the street. Don't want to get messy.
But
different K-Town.
So we'll be releasing the official page soon, and that will have all the information on it. And just look forward to February. First full week of February on Kauai. If you want to plan your vacations around that. Also, the next weekend, if you want to stay for more than a week, the weekend after that is the ukulele picnic in Hawaii. So you can.
We're gonna go to it. So if you guys want to, make like a little excursion with all of us go, we're down for that as well. Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna go the next weekend. So it's like, let's just go. And for those people that come and stuff, if you guys come with me, if we go as a group, I'll introduce you guys to all my friends. Like all the ukulele people and whatnot. So it'd be cool.
But that's on Oahu, so that's like a totally different
different thing.
Yeah. I think. So, and then that picnic is the weekend, right? Like it's just Saturday, Sunday. So
I think it's just Sunday. I think they might have a couple of things on Saturday, but the picnic itself is all day Sunday. Yeah, but that's the weekend after our retreat. So
so check it out, guys. We're looking forward to seeing you folks. This is basically the first time we're even mentioning this, right?
This is the first time that we've ever put together like an actual event. So hopefully it goes well. And then if it goes well, then we'll probably do it again. But if not, this will be the
one and only retreat. Ukulele retreat. This is gonna be us and Mark and Priya.
I'm not complaining if it's
we said worst case scenario, it'll just be like a planning thing just for the company. But if people show up, that's cool too.
That's cool too, I guess.
It's like hey Mark and Priya, last time we went and got really good ramen. This time we'll show you like okay Simon.
There's some cool stuff in Kulolo.
Kulolo Fish Market, baby. They just got a new place now, so they're not in that old shack anymore. Like they have a new place right down the street from Kulolo School.
Show you Devin says, "Will there be KFC merch?" We'll try to get something printed by then.
Yeah, maybe we'll have some exclusive KFC merch in your goodie bags. Yeah, maybe that. That's awesome.
What?
I'm gonna try to push for that, Devin.
But anyway,
so that's it. Hope you guys check it out. As your friend Craig Oh, anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great one. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow at the Aloha Friday Live Jam. Or if you guys want, stick around for the one-on-one coaching or book a private lesson with yours truly on ukuleunderground.com. We'll see you guys next time. Aloha.